Why, hello everyone, and welcome to, most likely, the Tuesday video. So today, I have quite a surprise in store for you guys. Even though you just saw the thumbnail and the title, so you know what it is. So today, we have a family BINS bash. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It feels like it's been super long. I didn't check back to see when we last did one, but it definitely feels like it's been a really long time since Debbie and Evan have made their way out to the BINS. So if you have not seen one of our family BINS bash, what that involves is basically a thrift with us at the BINS as per usual, but my mother Debbie and my brother Evan join with. Evan actually does sell some stuff on Mercari and on Marketplace. He focuses more on like home decor, collectibles, plushies, and stuff like that. And then my mom, Debbie, of course, most of you know this at this point, but she is basically a part-time seller aside from her full-time job as an accountant. She sells clothing and basically the same stuff as Evan as well. So Debbie kind of does what Evan and I do. So that's how that works. But Debbie has obviously different brands than me in mind when shopping, and she doesn't honestly really source almost ever. Basically everything she sells is either for someone else, like a family friend, or it's stuff that I find at the BINS and just grab for her. But every once in a while, they will come with me and they will do some BINS shopping with me, and that's what we're doing today. Unfortunately, this is a day that Ryan is teaching. It is actually a Thursday. Debbie has Thursdays off from work, but Ryan does not as a full-time teacher, so he cannot join us today, which is really disappointing, and I know it's disappointing to him too, but I'm glad that I can have some companions with me shopping today. I hope you guys are excited. I know that you guys really like family BINS bashes, and I always have the goal of getting more footage of Debbie and Evan. I obviously am not going to ask them to do their own recording or anything. This is not their job. They are nice enough to participate with me and be on camera anyways, and Debbie loves the camera on her, so I think she likes it. I'm headed to the BINS right now, and I'm actually driving separately because I had some errands to run before I went to the BINS. I don't know if Debbie and Evan have left yet, and my money would be on no. They usually show up at least a half an hour after me, and maybe even an hour. So we're gonna start off with some of me just solo BINS shopping, and then they will get here and join me later on. I am pumped, and I feel like it's been so long, so this is a long time coming. I'm really excited. It's kind of a rare occurrence. It basically kind of happens like once a season, honestly, is what I feel like. We are gonna drive to the BINS now, and I will catch you guys when I get to the BINS, and we're gonna start shopping, and then I will show you guys when Debbie and Evan show up. Let's get going. Into the BINS with us, and first off, I wasn't really finding much of anything. This is always my pile to consign, so I had a couple sweaters already ready to consign. I found this Patricia Nash crossbody bag that I'm actually going to give to Debbie because I don't have the most luck with Patricia Nash. My first find that I found for me to sell was this stunning blazer bomber jacket. It's a vintage wool jacket with these puff sleeves and double breasting to it. Such an interesting piece. I've never seen something like it, and I really love this style. I've just never seen a blazer bomber. If this brand looks familiar, it's an eagle's eye piece, which was just on our sweater bolo list. This was that vintage brand at the end that I covered with the quirky sweaters. I didn't even know they made anything besides sweaters, but apparently they do. I learned that today. Then I got distracted by this really beaded bedazzled thing, but I didn't really like it, so I skipped it. In the shoes, I found these fake Birkenstocks, which I honestly didn't even know they made, so that's something new that I learned today as well. Shoe rotation underway. In the shoes, I did find a number of good things, but they're all singles, of course. So I found this Lucky Brand flat that I was going to give Debbie if I found the other one. This 9 West boot ended up being totally tattered and destroyed. I had found this other one first and it was fine, and then I found the second one and didn't look, but it was destroyed. I was going to give it to the consignment store. Then I found this Jeffrey Campbell peep toe sandal, and I only found one, so that doesn't really matter. I also found these Tevas, which were a little plain for me, so I decided to give those to Debbie. I think she'll do okay with those. I found a single platform Doc Marten, and someone that I knew at the bins actually had the other one, so we coin flipped, and I did not win because I never win. Then I found this Zara loafer, again, just a single one. I also found this kind of cute Clark, but that was just a single one anyway, so it didn't matter. And then this Nasty Gal chunky shoe that was new with tags, also just a single. If I was into wearing clothing for my college, this would have been really cute for me to pick up, but unfortunately I'm not really into wearing collegiate pieces for my college. I guess I just don't take as much pride in mine as some people do, but it was super oversized on me anyways. I was still looking and I just hadn't had any luck really so far still. I was building my consignment pile and I found this pumpkin bucket, so I guess that's a good thing. Otherwise, I had just added a swimsuit to the pile of stuff for me to sell. I had a lot for Debbie. This Old Navy coat was actually kind of nice, though it was really dirty and really disgusting. I was almost considering picking it up if it hadn't been disgusting. That's how desperate I was getting to get stuff. But actually, later in the pocket of this coat, I did find $10. So thank you, Old Navy coat, for being worth the glance over. Close to the Old Navy coat, I did find this blazer, and it is Hugo Boss. Unfortunately, I have nowhere to bring this, nothing to do with it, so I had to pass on this too. Then I finally found something worth selling for me, and it was this cute pair of Levi's button fly, busted knee, slightly distressed 501s. I love to find stuff like this, so that was nice. Finally, they showed up.
We made it!
I handed Debbie the large pile that I had saved up for her over this time, and this is her saying, I took everything. So in her cart then was this Faribault woolen mill blanket along with all the clothes that I'd found her. I even found her some Thanksgiving kitchen towels that I thought would look really cute in her house, and she was excited to get those. She started by digging in the clothing, which was good. Sometimes she just runs right off to the stuff, so I was proud of her for looking at clothes, though the first thing that she wanted to pick up was this pair of Marvel sweatpants, and I said, Debbie, I think I'd put those on a NOLA list. Let's pass those. Let's skip. A moment of silence for this tattered, disgusting, ratty Pottery Barn blanket. This poor, poor thing. I would have loved to pick this up for Marketplace if it had been in better shape, but clearly it leaves a lot to be desired. Debbie then found this dog pajamas that was Snoopy, though it had a bunch of moth holes in it, which is really odd because it wasn't wool, so that kind of disappointed her, even though I don't really know what she was going to do with it. Evan was starting to pick up some plushies like an old Care Bear and a Baby Yoda. Debbie found a hat that says woman, which I thought was pretty funny. I found this Planet Spooky Valley Fair shirt for a kid. So fun fact, I worked at Planet Spooky at Valley Fair. That is our amusement park. They used to have a daytime kids Snoopy Halloween thing, and I worked there in high school. So I had to get that to just store, I guess. I then found this Patagonia Chinchilla, so that was a great find. Everyone had totally passed on it, which I understand. It's really pilly, but pilliness is the easiest fix you can do, so I'm gonna get it. Otherwise, I found this vintage NASA hat. It wasn't just H&M or something, so I wanted to give it a Google. Though they looked a little nicer than the H&M ones, it still wasn't worth picking up. I also found this Uniqlo sweater that I looked up just in case, though Uniqlo is so cheap that I am not going to sell it myself, but it's a great contender for the consignment store. I also had found this Banana Republic boiled wool coat, though it was from 2015 and it was a size 0, so it ended up actually not being worth picking up, but I had to give it a search because it's so seasonally appropriate and it was really, really nice quality. I grabbed this sweater to consign as well. I also grabbed this satin green dress, so freaking Y2K, and it is Jessica McClintock. This will do so good on Depop and probably so good on Posh under Y2K. I'm so excited. This was an Aran sweater, and I wanted to give it a Google. The comps weren't really that good, so I did pass on it because it was also pretty heavy. And then I got this really cute LA Hearts Sherpa that I'm actually gonna try to sell myself, even though this brand is not very expensive. It's so cute though. This little sweater tank top is a brand I'd never heard of, Glassons, and so I googled it and it was just some cheap boutique, so I passed on it. These BDG corduroys were really cute and I was going to pick them up for Ryan, though later I noticed a big stain on them, so I threw those back as well, but I do really like that color. I also found this fleece Mountain Hardwear zip up. Honestly, Debbie would like this for herself, I'm sure, so I threw it to her and she can do what she wants with it. Now this was a good find. I found this New Balance and Staud collaboration. I knew they had made sneakers, but I didn't know they made any clothing together. I'm really excited to see what this is worth. Such a good find. I found this really funky Anthropologie top, I believe it is. It's like a ruffly bandeau crossover top with this long ribbon coming down each side. You must tie kind of like a bow in the back or at your side or something. I have no idea how I'm gonna take pictures of this thing, to be honest. So I was looking in the clothing, and Debbie and Evan were looking at the stuff. I can't believe it. Debbie's arms are full of plushies. And what is that but a dinosaur? And what is that but a little ceramic jack-o'-lantern? Good for Debbie. I'm glad she's feeling festive. Okay, here's a good find. I found this moth Anthropologie cardigan and it is so cute. There are tropical leaves all over it, Hawaiian flowers, and a big old parrot. I think this is so adorable. I'm sure this is some kind of rare anthro piece. There was another shoe rotation that I didn't really show you guys. I found one pair of shoes and it was these blue sling black Birkenstocks. I am excited about them, but that is really all I found. So back in the clothing, we were all looking at clothing, which is rare for Evan because Evan never looks at clothes really, but I think he was inspired by me finding the money in the Old Navy coat and he was checking a couple pockets, which I thought was really funny. In his cart, he had some more plushies, a bat as well, so this penguin next to a bat was kind of menacing and horrifying to me. But he also had found the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is very fitting for the season. He should get that listed quick. Debbie had a lot of clothing piling up. I think most was from me, and the plushies were all her own finds. I found some Miss Me jeans. You know it's only going to be a couple years, and these things are going to be back, I guarantee. Get ready for the 2010s, the Y210s, the Y10Ks. I don't know what it's going to be called. But I also found this pair of plaid pants, and these are Free People. So cute, so seasonally appropriate, so academia. I love them. Debbie then found this freaking adorable little Old Navy kids bat costume. This is really cute and this is totally the type of thing I would also pick up. It's an older tag, so it's probably something that'd be pretty hard to find if you were specifically looking for it right now, so that's a great find. I found these pumpkin boxer shorts. They're super old Target. When Target clothes used to just be labeled with the Target logo. I really like them. I found another Patagonia chinchilla that everyone had skipped. Again, pretty pilly, but again, something very easy for me to fix, so yeah, I'll take that. Another moment of silence, everyone, please, for this Wilfred Free. Though it is a 2XS, this thing was like Polly Pocket doll size. So shrunk, so shrunk. This is like a 6XS now. Another clothing rotation underway. Everybody's waiting. Hopefully I get the good bin. I did actually find some good stuff in this bin. Okay, so first off, Pendleton wool plaid zip-up jacket in this really beautiful green color. Virgin wool. Super excited about that. And then, of course, you guys know I'm so excited about this one. Pumpkin jack-o'-lantern candy corn sweater vest. Tacky 80s Halloween. We love it. I gotta get that listed quick. Debbie even found some Dion Von Surf and Turf. shoes in this new rotation, which was kind of odd because it was not a shoe rotation. And she found this really, really cute Free People We the Free folk metal shirt. Really, really cute and really interesting. I then found some really good denim. I found these Goldie shorts, button fly and all, so adorable. I love to find a Goldie, especially at the bins. And these Edwin pants. So I know that the tab is kind of staining the pants, but I feel like I'll be able to clean that out. Also, these are a great straight style. If you don't know Edwin, we had it on a denim bolo like 2 years ago. It's a really expensive brand. I'm finally gonna give some cargo pants a try. So these cargo pants are by the brand River Island, which is its own brand, but it can also be sold at ASOS. It might also sometimes be at Urban Outfitters, but I've been wanting to try some cargo pants because they're so in, so now I will. Oh my gosh, I had a mini heart attack. If this had been Marine Serre, I would have been so excited. But it's some weird Frankenstein, Calvin Klein, healthy Marine Serre fashion wish Shein Timu? And I think she must have also owned this Fuji. It's cute looking, but no. So here's all the funky dunky stuff that I got for Ryan today. This is a Merona, very like Renaissance Festival Y2K tank top. I think that that'll do good for him. I also found this vintage Christopher and Banks fringe multicolor, very Y2K large button cardigan. This should also do really good for him. I thought it was missing a button for a second, but it was not, so we're good. This, I decided while filming this, I'm gonna sell myself. It's by a brand called Attitudes, and it has these little like swimming ladies on it with palm trees. It's a really fun print. It gives me very 60s vibes, so yeah, I'm gonna sell that myself. Sorry, Ryan. This is by some brand called Sunny Lee, and it is this pleated kind of black, like Y2K girly in the office blouse that I think will do really good for him. And then this is a vintage Zilleration satin bomber jacket. He loves to sell the vintage Zilleration pieces. Zilleration must have come out like right at peak Y2K because a lot of the old stuff is just so Y2K. This is a mesh Bally top. I don't really know the brand, but I know that mesh does really well for him, so I think that that will do good. And then this is some Y2K kind of tie-dye, ruffly, coquette looking rave dress. When I showed it to him, he said rave was good, so okay. Big moment of silence for all the shoes I have to throw back at the end. This was heartbreaking. So this was Stuart Weitzman, Mary Jane's. So sad. I had to throw back those Zara Horsebit loafers. Also really sad. Rothy's slide sandal I had to throw back. This was the best of all, and well, worst of all, really. Fendi logo printed monogram slingback pointed toe heels. I almost cried. And these rag & bone boots. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this family bins bash. I know that it was a little bit shorter than usual, but as I've told you guys before, when it is just me filming a thrift with me, it's a little bit trickier to make sure that I get enough footage. There's only so much that I can show. I also really didn't want to show you every single thing I picked up because I am going to show you guys this stuff in a haul. It actually was quite a good bins day. I don't know if I really like showed that well while filming, but I did find some really good stuff, and I have quite a lot to show you guys. And also, as I told you guys in What Sold Saturday, I went to Unique with Debbie actually a couple days ago, and Unique was amazing. So I also need to show you guys that stuff in the haul too. So on Thursday, I'm gonna be starting off by showing you the amazing unique finds I had. Really good fall stuff, some sweaters and coats and stuff. And then I'm gonna be showing you the BINS stuff that I just found while shopping at the BINS. Like I said, there's a lot, and it's a lot of really good stuff. So I'm really excited to show you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that we can do another family BINS bash sometime soon. I would like it to be more frequently than it has been, but I just have to wait for Debbie and Evan to kind of like have the free time for it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. I hope Ryan can come next time, and I will see you guys on Thursday for a haul, and then I will see you on Friday on the second channel if you're interested to do a week vlog, our first Vlogoween video going on Friday, and then Saturday for What's Sold Saturday with Ryan. Let me know if you liked it, and I will see you guys on Thursday or one of those other days. Goodbye.